Before I had an iPhone, I used to always carry notebooks wherever I went. And it was to be able to catch ideas, as I was always coming up with them. Going out into the real world, you're interacting with all kinds of stimuli. And those stimuli can lead you to have ideas, particularly if you have projects which form channels into which you can flow ideas that you come up with spontaneously. So the biggest challenge was capturing these ideas, which, as you could imagine, was real difficult while driving. And now I have these piles of notebooks, and while it's very quick to go through them, for some reason they feel like they're just slumbering there. Amazing ideas, but I've been struggling with how best to get them together into some form that will beam information into people's minds, like I was talking about earlier. So capturing the ideas is just a precursor to shaping them. And obviously you're going to do that shaping later in time. So the key is review. So what's exciting about this recent spate of video creation with TinyVox, because I don't have to actually be on camera, I'm freed from the need to have an attitude of being ready to be judged visually, and I can just focus on the ideas. And boy, the ideas that I have personally, they're pretty random and really hard to capture, very slippery. So there's this story of the eureka moment where you come up with some idea like in the shower or while you're driving. It's really hard to grab a notepad and scribble those ideas down. So we have these miraculous tools in our pockets these days if you own a smartphone, but even typing into a smartphone, it just doesn't seem to be the way of the future. I think that you want to be able to talk them. And finally, like all that text that you might be creating, you might never read it again. However, I'm finding that when I put ideas up on YouTube and post them out to my Facebook, that gets me listening to my old ideas again, which is interesting. And then, since you're listening to your old ideas, you can, of course, be taking physical notes on those old ideas and making a transcription of those ideas if text is what you need at the end. So keeping in mind that a notebook keeps you able to catch ideas first, then second, able to review ideas later, right? I need to focus on how interesting it is to review your own ideas using the tactic of putting them on YouTube regularly and then posting them out to Facebook. I mean, I just think that's pretty cool. So I'm going to start using this a lot. I hope this doesn't annoy anybody, but I'm pretty excited. This is like the first time I'm really listening to myself, and I'm happy with how it's turning out.